Hi there, I'm Kat and welcome to our chair yoga for this fortnight. I'm glad that you could join me. As with our other classes, we're going to need ourselves a sturdy chair. Like for you to be able to put your feet on the ground. So if you can't reach the feet on the ground comfortably, if you can put a pillow or something firm, a rolled up towel underneath your feet, it'll help you get some more stability. We're also going to need our trusty strap or strap substitute. So this is just a rolled up tea towel. And making sure you're coming with an open mind, a happy heart, and seeing what we can find in ourselves today. So before we start, we're going to take the hands to the top of the thighs. We're going to sit back in our chair. We're going to sit up nice and tall. So imagine someone's pulling a string through the top of your head, making yourself lift up through the torso. We're going to widen through the shoulders and just let the arms drop down. We're going to close the eyes and just relax through the face. And we're just going to do a few deep breaths here. So breathing into the belly, really nice deep breaths, filling up the lungs and breathing out. Breathing in and out of the nose if it's comfortable, otherwise in and out of the mouth is fine. We're just going to use this time just to focus our bodies where we are here and now. So just listening to our bodies, noticing if there's any areas of tightness or restriction that we might be feeling. And also just taking this moment to be okay with wherever you're at today. So if you're feeling a bit flat, if you're feeling a little bit, we've had some rainy weather which can bring the energy down, just be respectful of that. We don't need to go into the hardest pose possible all the time. Those gentle movements are still absolutely fantastic for your body. So finding acceptance with where you are, noticing your body. We're just going to run a scan from the top of the head all the way down to the toes. So relaxing all of the muscles of the head, the crown of the head, relaxing the face, softening through the eyes, softening through the cheeks, letting the tongue relax in the mouth, relaxing the jaw. We're going to relax the muscles of the neck, moving down into the shoulders, letting the arms feel heavy and relaxed, relaxing through the chest, relaxing through the tummy, relaxing all of the muscles of the back. So if it means you need to sit back into your chair to feel comfortable in doing this, that's quite okay. Relaxing the muscles of the hips, letting your hips really sink heavily into the chair. So we want to be nice base here in our hips sitting in the chair. Relaxing the muscles of the thighs and the hamstrings, the quads up the top, making them feel heavy and soft. Relaxing the muscles through the knees and the back of the knees, down into your calf muscles and all the way down to the feet. Letting the feet feel really heavy, really relaxed, all the way out to the tips of the toes. And just noticing any areas that you may be feeling tightness and just giving those areas of your body some special TLC and attention for today. So we're going to start to warm up through the body now. So we're going to do our feet first today. So we'll take one foot up first. We might grab our tea towel. We'll take the left foot out today and we're going to flex the toes back towards the face and point them forward. So if holding your leg up like this is a bit challenging or it's not accessible to you today, you can either hold underneath your thigh or you can use your strap. We want to extend this leg out. If we can, we want to switch on the muscles of this quad. It's going to start to build strength. Pointing and flexing the toes here. And then rotating around at the ankles. One direction and in the other direction. Then I want to grab the knee underneath, grab the leg just underneath the knee. So you can either clasp your hands or use your strap. We're going to exhale, so breathing out, squeeze the knee into the chest, then inhale, releasing the leg. Exhale, squeeze it in, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze in, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze it in. We're going to do a big deep breath here where we've got it held in. Fantastic. Then we're going to take the left hand on top of the left knee. And we're just going to see if we can open that out to the side. bringing it to the middle, opening to the side. If this up here isn't accessible to you, even moving out here, we're going to start warming up through that hip joint. So even if we're just moving the leg slightly out to the side, it's finding that range of movement there for you. So out to the side, into the centre, out to the side, into the centre. And then we're going to take this knee around in a circle. So again, warming up through that hip joint. Again, if coming up this high isn't the same, just moving your leg from side to side here, we're still going to get opening through the hip. So it's not about the shape that your body is making, it's about, and then moving the other direction, it's about just finding the movement that works for you today. So what works for you today might be totally different to what works for you tomorrow or next week. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can straighten this leg out. So again, you can use your supportive props if you need. This is going to help start to build some strength in the thigh. So if you'd like to give that a rest and a wobble, you can. So we're going to lift the leg up. We're going to try and extend through the heel. So you can hold the leg with the strap. Even if it's down here, that's still fantastic, whatever it comes to you. So lifting the leg as high as you can, keeping yourselves nice and tall through the torso, chest wide. And then keeping your leg up, I'd like you to try and take your arms out to the side. Exhale down. Inhale, taking the arms up and the leg. Exhale down. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale down. And then one more. If you'd like to take the arms up and overhead and that's comfortable, you can do that. Taking the arms all the way up, reaching up. If it's comfortable for the neck, you can look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, coming down. Going to do a side to side bend here, and then we'll move on to our other leg. So holding onto the chair with our right hand, I'm going to take the left arm, point the fingertips down towards the ground, really strengthening through this arm, turning the palm out to the side. Inhale, reaching up through the left arm, again coming to wherever your body feels comfortable. And then if it is good for you, we're going to come over to the side. So we don't want to roll our body down towards the ground. We really want to try and keep our chest up. So we're widening through the chest here. Stretching out, and this is giving a really great little side bend to our upper body. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down to the side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale to the side. Remember, staying wide through the chest. Inhale, coming up. I'm going to take the left hand down now. Opening up through the right side. So taking the left hand onto the chair, keeping ourselves nice and steady, sitting up nice and tall. Going to take our right palm facing out. And we're going to inhale, bringing it up, reaching up. Exhale, over to the side. Inhale, up. Exhale to the side. If it's not comfortable for you to take your arm up, you can just keep your hands down by your hips and move the upper body over to the side. The main thing is we're keeping this chest nice and wide. Fantastic. So now we're going to move on to our right leg. So again, taking the foot up, placing the strap underneath, holding underneath the leg. If you really want to challenge yourself, engaging through those quadriceps muscles. And we're going to point, flex the toes back towards the face and point them out. Flex them back and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Rotating around at the ankle. One direction and in the other direction. Taking hold of the lower leg just underneath the knee. So again, you may need the strap here for that. Even if it is down here, that's completely okay. So wherever your range of movement. So we're going to breathe out. We're going to exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Then squeezing in, breathing out. We're going to take a nice big deep breath in. And out. And then we're going to take the knee out to the side. So we're just going to lower, opening up through the hip here, and in and out. So to the center and out. Again, if you can't bring your knee up as high, here is completely fine. You're still opening up through that hip joint. Out to the side, into the center. Out to the side, into the center. And then we're going to circle that knee around. So you can use both hands if you like. You can use your strap. Anything that helps you to get some movement into that hip. Sitting up nice and tall. Remember, stay nice and tall through the top. And rotating around the other direction. Fantastic. So now's the challenging part again. We're going to work on developing that strength. So remember, extending out through the leg as far as is comfortable. Taking hold of the leg underneath. Using your strap. Or if you want to really build the strength, trying to do it without the strap. So holding the leg out, taking the arms up. Exhale, bringing down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bringing down. Inhale, reading up. Exhale, down. And one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. So we're going to use our arms now to open up. And we're going to twist from side to side. So I'll walk you through that. We won't need our strap for this one. So sitting up nice and tall in our chair again, hands on top of the thighs. You're going to inhale, lifting up through the front of the body, widening through the chest. Exhale, relax, roll the shoulders back. Then on our next inhale, we're going to take our arms out to the side and up overhead if it's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, bringing them up to wherever feels good for you. So inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So we're going to take the left hand to the outside of the right leg, and we're going to take the right hand to the back of the chair. So see here how I've grabbed onto the arm. You could also, if it's comfortable, place your arm on the back of your chair like this. But we want it to be a gentle twist. So we don't want our shoulders to creep up. We want to keep our shoulders down away from our ears. So inhale, reaching up through the body, making ourselves long. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reaching up through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist. Reaching up through the crown and twisting, keeping the face relaxed. And then inhale, slowly coming back to center. Then we're going to move to the other side. So first of all, inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, reaching up, making our bodies nice and long. And then exhale, we're going to twist to the left, taking the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. And taking your left hand to the bottom of the chair near your seat. Or you can place your arm on the back of your chair. Remember to keep nice and tall through our body. So inhale, reaching up through the crown of the head. Exhale, we're going to twist our body around to the left now. Remembering to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. One more, reaching through the crown of the head, relaxing the face, and twist. Smile, relax all those muscles in the face, and inhale, spinning back to the center. We're going to warm up through the spine one more time before we come into some standing poses. And again, if the standing poses don't work for you, you will be able to do everything from sitting down as well. So to do our spine warm-ups, we're going to do a modified cat-cow. So I'll turn my chair to the side so that you can see better. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit forward on our chair a little bit, but make sure you're still nice and secure in your seat. I'm going to take the hands on top of the thighs. We're going to inhale, reaching up, widening through the chest. We're squeezing together at the back shoulder blades. So we're sitting up nice and tall now. On our exhale, we're going to round through the spine. We're going to draw our belly button in towards the spine. And we're going to let our shoulders and our head come forward. Now we don't want to scrunch through our shoulders too much because we don't want to restrict our breathing. So just taking the hands to the top of the thighs. Exhale, rounding the spine. into cat. Then inhale. We're going to reach forward with the chest, so opening up through the chest. If you'd like to make this a little deeper, you can take your hands to the back of the chair and really open up through the chest, widening through. If it's comfortable for the neck, you can look up. Otherwise, just keep your neck at a comfortable parallel with your chin parallel to the floor. Exhale, taking the hands back to the knees if you've moved them back, rounding through the spine. Inhale, reaching forward, widening through the heart, widening through the chest, taking the arms back if you like. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Drawing the belly button in, trying to make ourselves into a letter C. Inhale, arching through the back, widening through the chest and opening through the heart. Exhale, rounding through. That's fantastic. So we're going to come up now and do some standing poses. So with our chair, you don't have to keep moving your chair. That's just me trying to make it a bit more easy to follow. Last week we looked at doing some down dog. So that was where we stand next to our chair here and we move ourselves back to form a right angle. If that's not comfortable or if it doesn't feel good, if you've got low blood pressure, don't take your head, or high blood pressure for that instance, don't take your head lower than your heart. Come to wherever feels good for your body and wherever is accessible for you. So if that is here, that is fine. If that is here, that's still great. You're still moving. That's what we're here for. So we're going to come back into our down dog and we're going to look up, coming back, and we're just going to do a little upper body twist. So we're going to take our right hand and touch the outside of our left leg, taking the hand back up. Taking the left hand now, touching the outside of the right leg. Just a nice gentle twist. Right hand to the outside of the left leg. And left hand to the outside of the right. Inhale, coming up now. And we're going to do a tree pose or modified tree pose. Excuse me, my microphone cable. So what we're going to do first is we're going to wake up through the upper body. So standing, we're going to hold onto our chair at all times, just to make sure we've got our balance. Now, if you also feel more comfortable, you can come next to a wall. So you've got some support here and you've also got some support behind you. So for this one first, we're going to take our our left hand to our hip, right hand to the chair. And we're just going to take our left leg up a little bit. So even if that doesn't feel good, you can just do some standing and bend your knee, bend your left knee. We're still going to take most of our balancing into our right leg. So taking that left leg up ever so slightly. We're staying nice and tall through our torso and bringing some movement and strength into our standing leg as well as into our hips here. We're now then going to, so you still stay facing the same direction, we're just going to move the leg backwards a little bit. So squeezing through the buttocks, still staying nice and tall. And again, if that doesn't feel good, you can just continue to bend this knee. And that still places most of the balancing onto our straight leg. Fantastic. So we've got this standing leg nice and strong. We're now going to move into our tree pose. So for our tree pose, standing leg really strong. I'd like you to lift your toes off the ground, spread them, and then put them back down. So imagine you're putting down roots into the floor. So still with our hand on our hip, because we want to be making sure we're not collapsing through our body. We want to be trying to be strong and straight like a tree. So we'll start off by just keeping our left toes on the ground and bringing our heel up to our ankle. If that's feeling good, you can move further, or you can stay here. If you'd like to move further, you can bring the foot up just on top of the calf. So if you're feeling a bit wobbly here, come back down to wherever you feel safe. Balancing poses can be a bit challenging because they do challenge our balance. They challenge our, our feeling of stability. So stay with where you're comfortable. Taking our foot up. Now what we want to make sure that we're not collapsing through this hip. So it's not about the shape that we're making, it's about keeping the integrity of our body straight and just bringing this up as high as is accessible. So even if that is here and you've still got that nice straight body, that's fantastic. Otherwise you can bring your foot up to the calf, and we want to be trying to take this knee towards the back. So we want to almost be in a straight line. If that's feeling good, you can bring your foot higher. I just advise, please don't put your foot on your knee because the knee isn't designed to take sideways pressure. So we can take the foot up. So finding wherever it is most comfortable, making sure we're not collapsing through that right hip. So we want to be nice and strong and straight through a tree. Bringing that left knee back. And we can take our left hand to our heart. If you still feel like you'd like to go a little bit further, you can turn our palm up to the ceiling and come all the way up, reaching through those fingertips and reaching down into the ground with that right leg. And then exhale, coming back down. Then we'll turn our chair around and come on to the other side. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to warm up through our leg that's coming up first. We're going to strengthen into this leg that's grounding. So we're just going to take our leg out to the side. Again, finding the modification that works for you. Strengthening through this straight leg as well as through our standing leg. So taking the leg up, bringing it down wherever is comfortable for you. And then taking both hands onto the chair and moving the leg back. So strengthening through the back of the leg and the buttocks here. Fantastic. Now we're going to come into our tree. So for our tree, holding onto the chair, first of all, taking our foot to the ground here, toes on the ground, heel up on the ankle. If that feels good, we'll move it a bit deeper. Taking the foot up onto the calf muscle. Standing up tall, remembering to keep, this is what we're aiming for, to keep nice and straight through here, and pulling that knee back, so we're opening up through the hip. You can stay here if you'd like to move it a bit further. You can try bringing your heel up towards your hip crease. And then wherever you're at, taking our right hand to our heart. And if you'd like to come further, you can take your arm up and overhead, reaching down through the toes of the left foot on the ground, reaching up through the right fingertips. And then exhale, coming back down. Giving the legs a little bit of a shake out. They've done well. And we'll come sit back onto our seat for our breathing exercise. So sitting up nice and tall, relaxing into the seat. Going to take our hands on top of our legs. Taking a nice deep breath here, just releasing any tension. And then taking the hands to the belly. We're doing our 3-part breath again. So relaxing, our body's done some movement, so we'll just relax it into the breath now. So on our inhalation, breathing in through the nose or the mouth, if the nose isn't accessible. We want our belly to balloon out, so we're expanding our lungs from the bottom. So when our hands are on our tummy, when we breathe in and our belly balloons out, our fingertips should come apart slightly. Wonderful. So 3 deep breaths here. Belly balloons out, the inhale. Exhale, belly draws in. Inhale, belly balloons out. Exhale, belly draws in. Inhale, belly balloons out. Exhale, belly draws in. Taking our hands up onto our low ribs here. So if it doesn't feel comfortable to have your arms out to the side, you can just cross your arms over in front. So on our inhale, we want to feel the belly balloon out first. And then the lower ribs expand and the lungs are filling up into the middle lungs. Exhale, the ribs contract and the belly draws in. Inhale, belly balloons out, ribs expand. Exhale, ribs contract and the belly draws in. Inhale, belly balloons out, ribs expand. Exhale, ribs contract, belly draws in. And then finally taking the fingertips to the collarbone. Inhale, belly balloons out, ribs expand and the chest rises. Exhale, the chest falls, the ribs contract and the belly draws in. Belly balloons out, ribs expand, chest rises. Exhale, the chest falls, the ribs contract and the belly draws in. And then keeping your hands wherever they need to, or on top of the thighs, closing the eyes and doing 3 deep breaths in your own time. Filling the lungs from top to bottom, saturating our bodies with that wonderful oxygen. All those feel-good hormones. And then after your 3 breaths, just relaxing back into your chair, letting the body soften, and just again running that scan from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. And relaxing the face and the eyes, letting the cheeks feel heavy and soft, softening the tongue and relaxing the jaw. Relaxing and softening the neck, the shoulders, the arms, relaxing through the back and the upper body. Sinking down into your hips, letting your legs feel heavy and relaxed, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just becoming aware of yourself in the room in this moment. And letting go of all other thoughts and awareness. Then joining the hands together at the heart, bowing the head, turning up the corners of the mouth in a smile. Thank you all and namaste. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time.